Disney is under fire for casting a straight male to play an openly gay lead in their upcoming Jungle Cruise movie. It goes on to describe the character as someone who's hugely effeminate, very camp, and very funny. With Jack being a cis white male and the character being described as very camp, there was a ton of backlash to the casting decision.
Actress Scarlett Johansson battling a storm of criticism over a new movie role where she is set to play a transgender man. Some say she's taking opportunities away from transgender actors.
This is going to be a watershed moment for the gay community, and that's very much how it was presented in the coverage. Like, oh my God, it's the first openly gay character in a Disney blockbuster. He's gonna get paid a whole lot to do it, right? Shouldn't that moment be brought to life by a member of the LGBT community rather than having them just sit in the audience and watch a straight guy do it? If you can't see how the optics on that are a problem, I think you should think about it a little bit more, right? Like, hey, congratulations, guys, and men and women in the LGBT community. Look what we're doing up there. You're not a part of it at all, but don't you appreciate it? It's like, what?
Super excited about this huge moment for the LGBTQ family, and Jack Whitehall is amazing, but when so many gay actor friends of mine are turned down for straight roles because there's a whiff of gay, it's frustrating to cast non-gay people in gay roles. It's not that it's a problem to cast a fantastic straight ally to play a gay role. It's that there are so many gay actors that are underrepresented in all sorts of roles across the board. And so I think that this is fantastic, but also a bit sad.
So you can continue to play us, but we can't play y'all, tweeted Lizette, who plays Shay on Transparent. And not only do you play us and steal our narrative, you pat yourselves on the back with trophies. In recent years, Jeffrey Tambor in Transparent, Jared Leto in Dallas Buyers Club, and Felicity Huffman in Transamerica, cisgender performers all have given award-winning portrayals of trans characters.
You're going to get criticised for the fact that you're playing a transgender woman and you're not trans. Of course, he said, well, you know, I've just played Stephen Hawking. You know, I'm not a man in my 50s with motor neuron disease. And I kind of get where that comes from, but I guess he had Stephen's blessing with that, and I'm not sure if there are any transgender women out there who'd want to be played by a man.
My issue with cisgender men playing trans women, what it does is it perpetuates a stereotype that at the end of the day, I take this off. That somehow I'm not a woman because that's what these men do. They put it on and play a character, and then they're given an award, but with a beard. And people think, oh, that's what trans is. But let me tell you, it's not.
A trans actor has never been nominated for an Oscar before. How long do you think before that changes?
Well, as Viola Davis reminded us, you cannot be nominated for roles that don't exist.
Right.
So we must first be cast.
It's enough of us here. I know it is. I see this all the time. And I'm just in LA, so I know around the world there's a lot of people waiting for their opportunity. But what do we see? We see a straight person on stage or on that goddamn screen mocking us, and they get the praises, and we still getting killed. We still getting put out of our houses. We still getting talked to like we ain't shit, like we ain't nothing.
The idea is that an actor should be able to act, to bring any character to life, right? But let's not forget that in the very beginning of the theater, right, when it was with the Greeks, white men, or Greek men, played all the roles, even the women. Do you want to go back to that if we're going to use that argument, right? And I also like to say that just as we're learning behind the camera with better representation, better diversity in the writing and directing, etc., there's something to be said for having someone from the group being depicted contribute to said depiction.
What I want to see in the future in this industry for trans people in any capacity is just us being allowed in the audition, allowed again in the writers' rooms, allowed into the production offices, allowed behind the camera. If you want to create an authentic trans experience on film, involve trans people.
We've had to fight so hard so that the people behind us won't have to fight as hard, and they can focus on their craft.
That's right. Yeah.
And that'll be a thrill to me to see someone who came from behind me to achieve those heights.